happens and the PFT results automatically go to Epic. But we will try to get them there as quickly as we can. And that also, getting the PFT back will also be the signal to the person in the office to get a CAT score and an estimate of the exacerbations done. Yes?
Dr. Amjadi's point, I think they are already doing the PFTs at the PFT lab. And they're already typing in, they're entering the data. Why would they not? In fact, I think they would even enter the CAT scores there.
In the respiratory care lab? We can certainly talk to them about that.
Yeah, we really set it up that way so that if the patient gets to getting the spirometry before the questionnaire of the CAT score and exacerbation score is done, it can be done by respiratory therapy. So hopefully, because those are just, well, somebody's got to look at the chart a little bit to review what are exacerbations. The CAT score is just over the phone. So, but we're all saying the same thing. The sooner we can get that information in, we'd like to have it in before that patient is seen by the provider so that it's there ready for the provider to begin to do this work. Yes?
Kind of a silly question, but Epic makes you delineate between emphysema and chronic. Do you have any strategies to try to delineate those two? Or I could guess, you don't have to talk.
Yeah, a couple of things. We're calling that part of COPD, and actually I'm going to be meeting this week. I don't know if Laura knows about the Rolf Clinic, but one of the things we need, there's three things really that providers need to really do. One is make sure they understand the grouping of severity, help put us in until it's automated. Two, we're developing a COPD order set based on severity grouping. It's never been done in the ambulatory space before that I'm aware of. And so we're going to we're testing it now, and I want to test it in a small and then a little bit larger number of clinics before it goes out wide, because I'm sure that Dr. Durbin has been a key in developing that order set. So that's the second thing, is a COPD order set. It'll be one place to go. It'll be an order set for stable COPD, COPD exacerbations, and then there'll be a model of the COPD that you can put in the chronic, the patient with multiple chronic diseases, so you're not putting a large note in chronic diseases. So that's another point to make. And then the last thing is coding, and that's why I thought about it when you said that. We really need to make sure that we have taught and set up educational processes about the proper coding for COPD. We have leaders of UPC in the back, and I'm sure they would agree with me that the coding mistakes cost the system a lot of money. And if I can, at least in COPD, to try to really help decrease the variation of the proper coding, that's important. So we're going to be developing what's involved in COPD, what the proper coding is as well, when we get to the provider teaching about some of this. I hope that answers some of that question. Yes?
Do you guys have an alternative plan for rural health clinics and how to implement this and where to have their PFT testing? Because it's probably not terribly realistic for them to get that done in Waterloo. So how do you carry out this
I'll let you talk.
process?
The one rural clinic that I've visited with, they're planning to have the PFT done at Grundy. So that would be for the Allison area, the Eldora Clinic. They're thinking of sending those patients to the Grundy Hospital for PFT. We've checked with the area providers for PFT. The cost range is about the same at all of them. So I think whatever's we would love them to come to Unity Point, to a Unity Point provider to have that done. But I think the important thing is that if it's a difference of having it done or not, the patient should go have a PFT wherever they can.
Right.
Did I not answer your question?
No, but that's okay.
It's online, so their only facility is a Wheaton facility.
Is
Okay.
that Lindy? Yeah. You know, that's great. It's great for people, obviously, in Waterloo to get that done.
If online, if you want to do it online, that's fine. I mean, we have a system set up so that outside spirometry, we don't want things to be done twice. So if outside spirometry done somewhere else, we can go to care everywhere or send back to your clinic to be put in, that's okay. We'll take that. But the education part, we have really taken our HealthWise information and our education standardized it. So they may get the spirometry somewhere else, but we'd really like to get their education done by respiratory therapy involved in our system. Or have respiratory therapy train somebody in the clinic to make sure we standardize the education. That's such a vital part of this work.
So respiratory care is doing the education either after the PFT, or they're doing group therapies in clinics. And they've done that, they went to the Rolfe Clinic thinking they were going to do 6 patients, and 14 people showed up for that education. One of those patients called back after the education and said that for the first time in 9 years he can breathe because he has never truly understood how to use an inhaler until he received that education. So I think that was a very good thing. The other thing in the PFT, relatively small sample in the pilot, 2 people were found to not meet the requirements for COPD.
And we titrated off medicines and no difference in system, no difference in symptoms, and that's a huge life-changing thing for a patient. I mean, cost, collateral cost, so don't underestimate, challenge it, please.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is a team that is in the Waterloo region, and if you have questions, please see them. We'd like to the regions, if they can handle their own, if they can deal with the problems and take care of it regionally, do so. You know, get it done and keep this moving. But there's a list of the COPD regional team. We have system teams, and each region has a team. This is Waterloo. And really that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to say one final thing in closing. The last time I was here, about 1.5 years or so ago, and talked to this group, before I retired, I had to talk about physician and provider burnout. And I know that statistics right now show that 46% of primary care docs have some aspect of burnout. And here we are coming to talk to you about all these additional things and things you might have to do. So it's really important on us to try to make the workload of the clinic, the workload of the provider, as minimal increase as we can, automate what we can, make sure you understand the why, that it's worth your time, and if you have any questions about that, please let us know. The last thing is, whenever you do some kind of thing like this where you're trying to improve care, it's you people, the people, I can plan and scheme and all kinds of things, but it's you people doing the work in front of your patients every day that are going to give me the really good ideas of how to improve this system. So we really want a great feedback back to our system-wide leaders in COPD and to your regional leaders in COPD, because if something's not working or there's a barrier or you have a better idea, we want to learn from our experiences and your experiences. So thank you for being involved in this work. If you have any other questions, you can contact any of us at a later time. And thank you, Dan.
Perfect.
All right, well, thank you very much to Dr. Bursar, Quentin, for your involvement in this work, Shelley and Milda, for your presentation and for the work you put into the COPD care delivery. I believe that we can all do this in our clinics, and if we are able to do that, we'll have a lot less variation in the care delivery, and it will really drive one of our key performance areas, that being exceptional care delivery. One quick request is, if anybody has any of the votes for best dressed tonight, please raise your hand. Natalie will come pick them up. All right, there's a few. And also at this time, I'd like to thank Natalie for her fantastic work tonight. Please give her a round of applause. All right, so now for the moment you've all been waiting for. At the start of the evening, I mentioned several accomplishments that we had as Unity Point Clinic for 2017. But we really couldn't have done any of them without the hard work that you've all put into over this past year. So we wanted to honor that hard work by recognizing a lot of individual accomplishments. We thought a fun way to do that was to have our own Grammy Awards. So we're going to get into the Grammy Award portion of tonight, and when your name is announced, you have to start at the top of the red carpet, walk down the red carpet, and then you have to come up here and receive your award, and then you have to give a brief speech. But
No, really. You have to give
you do. You do have to do that, or else you don't get your award. However, we're running a little behind schedule, so if you get too long-winded, we're going to give you the hook. So we're going to dive right into our Golden Grammy Awards for 2017. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that we're going to do this every year. So if you didn't win this year, you can do it next year. All right. So first on our list is our top patient experience for FM, IM, and pediatrics. And Sarah's going to announce the
Wait, am I going to
nominees.
hold this or am I going to open that envelope?
You're gonna put that back. First of all, and you're gonna read the names.
Oh, great, okay.
All right, here you go.
So top patient experience, family medicine, internal medicine, and pediatrics. Jeff Guzzi, Dr. Lees, Dr. Glasgow, Andrea Hansen, Dottie, and Dr. Krishna. It's like serious anticipation, right? And the winner is Dr. Krishna. We have music for you to walk up to. Okay, hold on.
There you go.
Okay, can you?
Go back. There's only like 30 seconds of music, so you gotta walk fast. The mic is yours.
Sorry, I don't know what to talk. Thank you so much. This was really amazing. I don't think I'm ever going to win a Grammy Award ever. So this is really good. Thank you.
Our next award is top AWVs, and we broke this up by family medicine and by internal medicine. Obviously, internal medicine has just a greater number of patients that qualify for an AWV, so we kind of broke that out. And this is the category for our top AWVs from family medicine.
And your nominees are Dr. Weber, Dr. Darnold, Dr. Christensen, Dr. Booby, and Jeff Guzzi. I don't even know who the winners are, you guys. And the winner is Dr. Darnold.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the little people out there, which is most of you, by the way. It's been a long year, hard work, and keep going forward. Thank you.
Okay, next category is the lowest door-to-door time urgent care. As you know, we opened up a couple new urgent cares, and we're trying kind of a new retail model for that. So door-to-door time is something very important, something that they really look forward to as patients. They want to get in and out as quick as they can. So our nominees are
Shannon Bennett, Jess Pitkin, Tara Kaiser, Marty Hall, and Kim Glasgow. I'm trying to like do the eyebrow raise, like anticipate this. It's a tie. Marty Hall and Shannon Bennett. Marty Hall is unable to be here this evening, so Kelly Haslam is receiving on her behalf.
I don't even know from Marty Hall, what is the door to time?
Like when they come in to
When I'm taking it, I don't know if she's ever gonna get back.